What could be called as a big relief for Indian pharma company USFDA now is of the view that Indian firms who are exporting the generic version of Lipitor from India to US, they don't have to worry, as the generic version of Lipitor is now issue free. Shriram, this is a big victory, or I would say a big relief for Indian pharma companies, because globally Lipitor is the big drug.
Of course, it is a big relief, and particularly in the light of all those controversies that we've seen in the recent past. Over the last year or so, Indian pharma companies have been at the receiving end of a lot of criticism for a lot of reasons. Now, this will come as a much-needed relief, particularly for companies like Ranbaxy, who've been sort of portrayed as the bad boys of the big pharma across the world. And now, this statement coming in from the USFDA's lead drug reviewer. Now, this review that happened by the USFDA is in reaction to the issues raised by Dr. Mason and the former Ranbaxy executive, Mr. Thakur, who briefed the US Congress as to about the concerns that they have about the generic drugs that are available in the US. According to them, they were contaminated, and this is a research that was published by Dr. Mason about a year back. Now, 1 year later, after a lot of criticism, a lot of backlash against generic drug makers across the world, particularly from India, and of which Ranbaxy is one of them. Today, the USFDA has said, the lead drug reviewer has said that in a soon-to-be published report, they are probably going to reveal that some of the samples that were taken in reaction to the congressional briefing and the issues raised thereupon, they have not found any contaminants. The generic Lipitor that is available in the US as of today is, like you said, free of concerns. Now, not to say that all the other issues that the Indian pharma companies are dogged by, they will go away in a jiffy, but at least this is a much needed relief. And India exports nearly half of the world's generic drugs are met by Indian companies. And this is a much needed relief, a much needed image makeover. It will help towards that, and it is something that the Indian drug makers will welcome, and they have. The Indian Pharmaceutical Alliance has told ET now that it is reassuring that the USFDA holds a similar view.